Hello and welcome to lesson 1 of week 1. In this lesson, we are going to look at the basic syntax of JavaScript. My name is Mildred. JavaScript is used to program the behavior of the web, and it can be used to change both HTML and CSS. Now, it is expected that before you start this course, you have basic understanding of HTML. We already have JavaScript running in our browsers, so you don't have to install anything, but you need a code editor like Visual Studio Code for you to follow along. So you can use any code editor of your choice, but for this course we'll be using Visual Studio Code. Now, where do we write JavaScript? We can put JavaScript anywhere on the web page, in the head area, in the body area, but it's always best to put it just before the close body tag. So we'll write script and end script. Between the start and end script tag, you can write your JavaScript, or you can decide to use an external script file and specify the source attribute and the name of the file as the value. Now, the example.js file we have here will be the file that we are going to use for our external script, and so I'll just write the name of the file, example.js. Now take note of your file referencing. I just wrote example.js because it is in the same directory as the HTML file. So we have this, and this is how we add JavaScript to a web page. Now we're going to work on this example file, but first of all, let's look at how we can output JavaScript. We have different outputs that we can use for both debugging and also to output to an HTML element. Let's say I have this element h1, and I'll close h1, and I'll put an ID attribute. Take note that we use ID a lot in JavaScript. So I'll use the ID attribute and I'll specify the value as title. And then maybe I'll use the p element, and ID will be equal to output. So we're going to use this to output our HTML. But before we do that, between the start and end script tag, you can alert to the page. Let's use script and then we'll close script. Let's say you want to have an alert display on the page. So you say alert, or you can write window.alert like this, or just alert and then what you want to display on the page. Let's say hello, click OK. And when we go to the web page, we're going to refresh and see an alert, hello, click OK, and you click OK. So as we go advanced, we're going to look at how we can control the buttons and everything that we have in this alert box using jQuery. Now we can also output using documents.write like this, documents.write. And we want to just display this on the web page, hello and OK, and click OK. There's no OK to click, but it just writes what we typed there. We can also use console.log. Let's say console.log if you want for debugging purpose. Hello, click OK. But when we refresh this time, we will not see anything. We have to go to our console by coming to this ellipsis sign, choose more tools, developer tools, and then you see your console. You have to be on the console tab to see this. For other browsers, it's just the same format of going to your console. We have another way we can output to an HTML file. Let's take this out, and we want to write a title for this h1. The ID attribute has a value title. We can come to our JavaScript file and we want to write the code that will apply to this h1 element. We can use document.getElement by ID, and the ID is title. We want in the inner HTML of this, we want to write welcome to JavaScript programming. When we save this, we refresh our web page. I'll take out the console. We will see welcome to JavaScript programming because this has now written to the HTML element with the ID of title. So these are the different ways we can output to an HTML element, or we can write output in JavaScript. Now take note that every statement in JavaScript ends with a semicolon, and that is what forms the syntax of JavaScript. We have two types of values in JavaScript. We have literals, that are values that are fixed, and then we have variables, that are values that can change. In the next lesson, we're going to look at variables in JavaScript. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.